team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Zings it complete to the right. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The short hands, it's long. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Buys a little time. It's complete on the right side. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Slams ahead. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your court.
Turning it on! Quick step and go! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got it. Oh, he got loose. Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The give to Davis. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Jones. Inside the 15.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick release by the QB. And he's in for the touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Reese. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Makes the catch, it's Mosley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it down. Got a first down. At midfield, he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? They'll try to snap it quickly. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up 14 over Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The give out of the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Shapen. Finds his tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Lost a throw on first down. The quick out. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. And the returner goes down. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Got a man. It's Thompson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The run from the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Up-tempo for the offense.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Here we go.
On the direct snap, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the...
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
He's got him wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Powers through. Another broken tackle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They get to the line quickly. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Throws to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another.
And What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Jones. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got it behind the line. It's Woods. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Got his man quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Using the quick game. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Reese. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes! Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
He'll try to take it back. The 50, the 40, the 20. No one's going to get it. Touchdown. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the middle. All by himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contest.
He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this defense has put a game.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the ground with the back. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the two-point try is no good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today.
Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Holds it in on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 4 receiver set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.